Bezrat Hashem, the Gemara this morning, Erekhin 18b. Tanu Rabbanan, Chachamim teach us, Shana Amora B'Kodashim. How much is a year when you're talking about a sacrifice? There's certain sacrifice. The Torah says the animal has to be a year old. The animal has to be 2 years old. The animal has to be 3 years old. When we say a year, what do we mean? Something which is rounded off or something which is very precise? Says the Gemara, Shana Amora B'Kodashim, Me'et le'et. It has to be a 24-hour cycle, which means when you say a year, does not mean 11 months and let's say 363 days. It has to be exactly 12 months, a year, right? Shana, it means it has to be me'et le'et, from 1 minute or from 1 hour to the other. And so, Erekhin, the same thing about Erekhin. When you sell a house in a city which is surrounded by a wall, you have 2 years to recuperate your house, right? So the 2 years start from a certain time, 2 years later at the same time. And the same thing, a value of a person, which means sometimes people at the time of the temple would say, I want to give the value of this person to Beit HaMikdash. But how much is a person worth, right? There's no price for a person. The Torah in Parashat Bechukotai gave us, right, a list of prices for certain ages. So now, you cannot say, for me it's worth more or less. This is the price. So if you took a person and you say, I want to give his value to Beit HaMikdash as a donation, you would have to check his age. So the Torah says the following. If it's a man, 20 years old to 60 years old, the value of such a person is 50 silver coins. If it's a lady from 20 to 60, the value is 30 silver coins. If it's 5 years to 20 years, the value is 20 coins. If it's a girl, right? 5 years old to 20 years old, the value is 10 silver coins. If it's a baby boy from a month old till 5 years old, the value is 5 silver coins. If it's a baby girl from a month till 5 years old, the value is 3 silver coins. The Torah continues and teaches us the following thing. If the man is over 60, then you'll pay 15 coins. If the woman is over 60, the value is 10 coins. So the Gemara is asking a question. We see that a man, when he was 20 years old to 60 years old, his value was 50 silver coins. Passing 60 years old, his value is 15 silver coins, which means only a quarter of his value, that was from 20 to 50 years old. The lady's value it's going from 20 to 60, like 30 silver coins. After 60, she's worth 10 silver coins, which means a third. What's bigger, a third or a quarter? A third is much bigger, which means the lady kept a higher value after 60 years old. Says the Gemara, that's exactly what our sages tell us when the old mother is home, right? Sima beveta. That's a blessing for the house, right? That's like finding a treasure. When an old man is in the house, 60 years old and above, pacha bebeta, which means that's only complaints. What does a man do after 60 years old? Oh, give me a drink. Oh, give me to eat. Oh, I cannot go there. Oh, I'm too tired. Just complaining and complaining and complaining. What does a lady do? She continues doing what she used to do before. She takes care of the babies. She changes the diapers. She cleans the kitchen. She loves to cook, right? A lady keeps her value, and her value is like a treasure. It's more than a man's value. So what do we have to learn from that? I think what we have to learn for that is the earlier people get married, the earlier they're going to be grandparents. And if they're going to be grandparents before 60 years old, they're going to be young grandparents, and they'll be able to enjoy their family and their grandkids. When you're a certain age, you don't have any more the strength to deal with little kids. But when you're going to be young and fresh, you'll be able to take care of your grandchildren. So think about it. Encourage yourself, encourage your children to get married young. This way, you're going to be also young grandparents. I wish you a great day. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.